Tobacco. The story of one group of
Guatemalan
farmers who, through cooperative effort in production and marketing, helped to stabilize a major agricultural crop, important to the economy. As early as 1619, tobacco was recognized as a major export commodity in the New World. Early settlers along the James River of Virginia grew this important crop. Tobacco was first commercially produced on farms like Berkeley Plantation.
Everybody smokes.
Really new in smoking. Great cigarette flavor plus menthol freshness will do it every time.
I smoke them because I like them. What more can one say?
Tobacco has withstood the test of time as a popular recreational substance.
That's terrific, huh?
This is a nice mild tobacco too. Just have a smell, see if you like it.
It has historically been agreed upon that tobacco had its origins in the Americas, as it comes from the Solanaceae family, the same family as tomato.
In fact, the tobacco plant is from the same family as the tomato, pepper, potato, and petunia. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
But even though we seem to know a lot about tobacco's scientific properties, do we really know that deeply about its origins?
The history of tobacco starts in Central America 400 years ago.
Early colonial accounts and modern ethnographic sources attest to the widespread use of tobacco for religious and medicinal purposes in Mesoamerica. In all probability, these practices are ancient, but direct evidence concerning the use of tobacco in archaeological contexts is difficult to recover due to the poor preservation of organic material in much of Mesoamerica. Very recently, excavations were done in Guatemala that suggest some of the oldest use of tobacco located in the southwest region of Guatemala. Cotzumalhuapa was one of the largest late classic cities in southern Mesoamerica. Excavations focused on an architectural group located 200 m northwest of the South El Bal Acropolis, dating to the Pontalian phase, which is around 650 to 900 CE. The distinctive Cotzumalhuapa sculptural style spread across the Pacific coast and central Guatemalan highlands, probably reflecting the extent of the city's cultural and political influence. Sculptures in the Cotzumalhuapa style are rich in representations of plants. Tobacco leaves are believed to be sculpted on the headdresses of two royal portraits that were originally placed in the Great Precinct of El Bal. The royal headdresses on these figures look to be made of plant material, and the head archaeologists of this site suggest that these ponds are likely tobacco leaves. This representation suggests that the plant was relevant for political legitimation and royal rituals at Cotzumalhuapa. The number of cash deposits in this operation was far larger than those recovered elsewhere at Cotzumalhuapa. The objects found in these deposits include, for ceramic figurines, 1 mushroom stone, 7 small ceramic vessels, and 21 large ceramic vessels, 11 of which were covered with inverted ceramic bowls. The predominant forms of these recovered vessels were tall cylindrical vases covered by inverted bowls that protected their contents at the time of deposition. 13 cash vessels contained a complete obsidian blade with no visible wear, and 1 vessel contained 2 unused blades. 7 of these cash vessels had a fine powder inside. Carbonized tobacco seeds are rarely identified in macrobotanical analysis due to their small size.
Tobacco seeds are extremely small, with approximately 300,000 seeds per ounce. They look very similar to your morning coffee powder.
Thankfully, scientists have the technology to identify these samples with a high level of confidence using a technique called liquid chromatography.
This is liquid chromatography. Its principles are the same as in gas chromatography. The sample components are separated by distribution. The mobile phase moves to the ejector port, where the sample is injected by syringe. Separation occurs in the column, and the detector measures the concentration of each component of the sample.
Samples were placed in 4-ounce sterile Whirl-Pack bags and exported to the United States with permission from the Instituto de Antropología y Historia de Guatemala for testing.
Detectors commonly used in liquid chromatography are based on the measurement of ultraviolet adsorption.
The powder residue was processed in the laboratories of the Department of Biological Sciences, Lehman College of the City University of New York. Nicotine was detected in residue samples from two cylindrical vases and a spherical vessel. All three vessels contained an obsidian blade. Nicotine levels were significantly higher in the residue sample from vessel as compared with the two other samples. Pipes were not widespread in Mesoamerica. The modern Corti use wooden pipes, but the antiquity of this practice is unknown. More common are cigars made entirely of tobacco or wrapped with leaves of other species such as Barbados cherry, allspice pepper and guava leaves, or smoking through maize bracts and husks or the hollow stems of reeds. Smoking tobacco seemed to be important in religious rituals, and ancient Maya deities were sometimes portrayed smoking cigars. The proximity of sweat baths in the same architectural group as the cache deposits containing cylindrical vases at Cotzumalhuapa suggests that the tobacco infusions deposited in these vessels may have been employed in curing and purification rituals. The presence of nicotine in these cache vessels is significant, considering the ritual importance of tobacco in ancient and modern Mesoamerica, and the rarity of its recovery in excavated contexts. These findings published in 2024 demonstrate that there is a rich history of tobacco use in Cotzumalhuapa and other Mesoamerican sites, and more research needs to be done to uncover the first use of this substance in Mesoamerica.
That's terrific, huh?